Hello. Shepya. Unfamiliar terrain is a hunter's bane. I must find Itoka, an ally, with knowledge of the lands beyond the Great Sea. It's me. The hunter and the hunted. Shepya seeks an adventurer who likes getting up close and personal. Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Rukavu, willing to lend a hand? Yes. I am truly grateful. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Shepya, and I have traveled far from my village in the forest of Shaptural in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the swallowtail Tural Vidral is sealed. Before its ascension, the swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived, day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the selfsame abilities. Indeed, the wielder too may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they've beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instant, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin blade wielding viper, or a savage braj with claws and fangs to gut whomsoever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest. For though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Itopka, to ensure it is reclaimed. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist Itoka with retrieving the cocoon. Leave it to me, or as long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. Nah, I got tickets. Leave it to me. Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks, and everyone gives me their thanks. Upon arriving in the eastern land, search for a Vieira woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. Once you've arrived in the eastern habitation, Travel to a tavern such as this one and ask if anyone has seen a woman matching Itoka's description. When you've found her, I ask that you lend her your strength. Whoa. Vieira woman. Not the right one. Shitan. Welcome to the Shiokaze hostelry. How may I serve you? You're searching for someone? As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Vieira woman of that description earlier, but I'm afraid I could not tell you where she may be now. My deepest apologies that I could not assist you further. I wish you the best of luck in finding her. Thanks. Aboku. A lass from Tural, was it? Sorry, can't help you. That reminds me though. I heard Tural has its own local variety of spirits called mezcal. Been meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Tell me, have you had a taste of mezcal yourself? Can you describe its flavor, smell, texture? Kami, be merciful. I must have a cup. Look at all the alcohol you already have. Drunk. Always dealing with drunks. Ayataka. A Vieira woman bearing a bow. Why yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her really, given how she was peering at every little thing. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Kagane is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Sekisei-gumi barracks. No doubt she will be grateful to have someone familiar with our city and customs at her side. I only hope you can find her. Itoka-esque woman, huh? Where's her bow? Oh! That kind of bow. I thought they meant like a bow tie. That makes much more sense. Itoka-esque woman. Ah, this city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I returned home. Hello. Itoka? I've come to aid your search, Itoka. Yeah. Itoka. Oh, is that right? I'm grateful, but why? Let me see. Shishepia always was a worrywart. Won't deny I appreciate the help, though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kagane, and have been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Huron male. That's all we have to go on regarding his appearance. Yet, so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman traipsing along the street, a child throwing a ball, mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles have been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone of inciting it. What's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate amongst the residents. Some folk claim they've somehow been seen in two places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweave cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we can find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides a secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now, what say we see if there's any trouble afoot? The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch him together. Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search with the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering in the Rakuza district, I believe it was called. Rare are the days my people leave the shelter and bounty found beneath the forest boughs. I was speechless when I first laid eyes on Tuliolo, a city with as many people as trees in the forest, and Kugane is no less dense. Talk about cities. To think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too. Bellowing man. Look, you thieving whoreson. I told you this isn't enough. Cowering clerk. But, sir, that cannot be right. I am sure I gave you your change in full. Belligerent customer. Enough! Hand over my money or I'll take it by force. The customer is sus. The clerk is sus. Let's keep watching. The customer is sus. Itoka. My thoughts exactly. Reveal yourself, villain. Jeez, just gonna use all of the vials like that. Belligerent customer. What in the blazes do you think you're doing? He took. Oh. Sorry. Very, very sorry. Cowering clerk. Ah. Oh dear. 1,000 apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I will return what you are owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness. I wonder if she would have actually waited if I said let's keep watching. I thought it was sus, but not time to throw a vial yet. Jeez. What a waste. Cowering clerk. I apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing. Itoka. Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses its mark. Best not to dwell on what's done, and instead focus on our next course of action. Let's see how things fare on Kogane Dori. Shrugs. Oh, there's a new chat bubble. Talk about the sea. I can't believe how impossibly vast it is. My jaw dropped when I first saw it. I could hardly fathom where the horizon ended and the sea began. Before arriving in Tuliyollal, I'd imagined the sea to be merely a larger, saltier body of water than the lake back home. There, we would race from shore to shore. To attempt the same here, I fear would have fatal results. Yes. Roaring man. I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox. What the hell's a lummox? Lummox. A clumsy, stupid person. Cool. Informal North American. So many angry people. What's going on? So what is going on here? Unlooking glass. The big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hands on that grizzled fella's woman. Afraid this may come to blows. Burly samurai. Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. Rugged samurai. You dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar? Distressed dame. Ignore him. I told you, that pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant. Burly samurai. There is no truth to her words. Wherefore does she spout such rubbish? Distress Dame. Kami, give me strength. Cut the bloody brute down already. Rugged Samurai. Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Burly Samurai. Very well. Let my blade prove my innocence. Toka. It's her, right? Yeah, the stakes are higher. It's gotta be. Huh. Take that. Crossdresser. I knew it. He's a ninja. Mustache. Insidious individual. Was that really necessary? No matter. I was growing weary of this petty farce. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things. Ooh. Shoot it. You're free. Oh no, you don't. Get him. Oh. Do it. Cool. Come on, man. The longer you take, the harder of a shot. Oh, man, that was so close. Serves him right. Aw. Bloody Gyozo. Onigiri? Where's he keeping the totem thing? Scraw! Itoka. How odd. My bow is more out of tune than I realized. Chia. Blame the tools, huh? Maybe it didn't take so damn long. Relieved Dame. Sweetheart! Rugged Samurai. Is it really you? Oh, thank the Kami you're safe. Sekisegumi Samurai. I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. Hitoka. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage in a ploy to deceive her husband. Rugged Samurai. I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. Burly Samurai. There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. I like this Burly Samurai. Sekisegumi Samurai. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Sekisegumi thank you. It is regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Sekisegumi will alert the populace to this menace, and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city. Arigato. Toka. Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry. Hell yeah. Hey, it's the era from before. Huh? She not at Cairo Inn? Oh. Cool. Random house. Itoka. As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And, so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in his wake. A trying trail for any hunter. But I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll mete out the justice he deserves, ever, eh? A sea of blood. Itoka is eager to continue the hunt. Good to see you, Evray. For better or worse, I haven't heard about any unusual incidents in Kagane since our last altercation with the thief. There may be a reason for that. Do you remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kagane. Yet he travelled all the way from Tural to this eastern land for a reason, and I can't imagine he'd go too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby? Look to the Ruby Sea. The Ruby Sea is dotted with settlements. People live out in those waters? But they're so vast. Where would we even begin? Ah, so the Bakufu has an outpost at the Ruby Price? That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves of the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it. Shall we? Yes. What? 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 She's not here. Ikaruga. Well, this is unexpected. What brings you to the Ruby Price? Disputes? Strange you should ask. Not even a moon ago, the waters of the Ruby Sea were poised to turn a sanguinary shade. Itoka, please, tell us everything. Ikaruga. A Confederate skiff approached the Ruby Sea without authorization, and its occupant began hurling insult after insult in an obvious attempt to provoke us. We did not succumb to their provocations, however. After warning the vessel we'd fire if they drew an ilm closer, they withdrew without a word. However, should they attempt to provoke us again, we will not display the same level of restraint, and the roar of our cannon shall signal their comrades to rally in full force. The waters will flow red. Of that, There can be no doubt. Tensions run high. Naught like this has ever occurred. Itoka, I see. Thank you for the information. Might we speak privately? Yeah, baby girl. Based on the testimony just now, I gather there's an agreement in these waters that the Confederates are not to draw near the Ruby Price, guarded as it is by Bakufu sentries. If that's the case, then as the soldier stated, I can only conclude that the vessel earlier was attempting to incite a dispute between the two factions, which fits the modus operandi of our quarry, wouldn't you say? Perhaps it was he who sailed here under the banner of the Confederates. Whatever the case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. We'll need solid evidence before we can alert the soldiers here to this threat. I doubt they'll heed our warnings otherwise. First, we need to verify if any members of the Confederacy actually approached the Ruby Price. Do you know where their base of operations can be found? Yes. It's right over there. To my left. See? Sakazuki. Looks like it would be fastest for us to swim there. I'm flying. Ooh, unless you can teleport me. I think so. I heard a minion disappear. Yes. Gaming. 2024. Shihoji. Oh, she's here now. Toka, any of your comrades sailed to the Ruby Price recently? Flavor text. Shihoji. What? Absolutely not. Not a one of my Confederate brothers and sisters would approach the Ruby Price without authorization. Those cowardly Bakufu dogs must have concocted this baseless rumor to get a rise out of us. No Confederate would approach the Ruby Price without authorization. What are those Bakufu dogs playing at? Bakufu. Hyun. The soldiers at the Ruby Price said that, did they? Pardon my language, but that's a load of shite. We have no interest in Hingan waters. If anything, I've seen their skiffs encroaching on our territory of late. If you ask me, they're the ones thirsty for blood. We have no interest in Hingan waters, but I can tell you I've seen a Bakufu vessel encroaching on our territory in recent days. If they mean to provoke us, they're doing a good job of it. Itoka. There you are, Emre. Listen to what this person has to say. The situation is more grave than we thought. Confederate veteran. I'm thankful you came, and not a moment too soon. Captain Rusho ain't been acting himself, you see. Normally where he goes, Tan Sui goes. But not today. He showed up just earlier by his lonesome, and ordered us to gather as many heads as able to join him on the Isle of Beko to attend to some pressing business. Normally, I'd oblige the captain without a moment's hesitation, but I had a feeling something weren't right, so I asked him what manner of business. We're gonna set the Ruby Price ablaze, he says. The bloody Ruby Price. Tried speaking some sense into him, but he weren't of a mind to listen. Okto saying he has no need of craven bastards like me. Look, I don't know what's gotten into the captain, but it can't be anything good. Please, go to the Isle of Beko and stop him and me comrades before it's too late. Itoka, this Rasho acting strangely can't be a coincidence. We need to get to that island and quickly. Do you know the way? Yes. Follow me. Got it. We've not a moment to waste. Do you know the way? What the? Oh, right, the Isle of Beko. Never met over here before. Or have I? Maybe an A rank back in the day. Itoka. I hear voices. Seems they've gathered up ahead. Rasho. Those scum think they can encroach on our territory and get away with it. I'll be damned if we let them. Tonight we lay siege to the Ruby Price and seize it for ourselves. Nervous Confederate. Are you sure? If we do this, we won't just be starting a battle. We'll be starting a war. You've been acting strange, Captain. What's gotten into you? Rasho. Silence! I didn't ask for your bloody opinion. Hot-tempered Confederate. Those lying dogs claimed it was us breaching the agreement. I say we give the bastards what they deserve. Huh. Busted. Rasho. You are not welcome here. Be gone if you value your lives. You're a terrible actor. You're not Rasho. You're not Rasho. Rasho. Huh. Quick, arrow him now before he escapes. Insidious individual. You saw through my disguise once again. Don't tell me you count even a pirate captain among your acquaintances. Mm-hmm. Itoka. What are you trying to accomplish? Why incite such conflict wherever you go? Insidious individual. Why? Sorry to disappoint you, but contrary to the passage of the Unbound prattling about freeing the world from the tyranny of government, I have no grand designs. I wish merely for everyone to show their true faces. Folk love to put on airs of sophistication and virtue, but push them towards the edge, and their masks slip off to reveal the monsters underneath. They'll go for their neighbor's jugular to save their own skin. You've seen it for yourselves. It's quite the spectacle. Shoot him. Man, this hunter's stupid. Oh, who are we hitting this time? Man again. Took. Damn it, the winds are too strong. Now it's the wind, huh? Excuses. Get good, scrub. I'll change to Bard and hit him. Nervous Confederate. A man of 1,000 faces is a true menace indeed. We'll return to Onokoro forthwith to alert the captain. Rest assured the Confederacy will be keeping close watch over the Ruby Sea. Hot-tempered Confederate. I didn't think for a moment he was an imposter, and the lies he spouted about the Bakufu soldiers were enough to make my blood boil. To think what would have happened had you not been here to stop us. Kami bless you. Thanks. You too. Itoka. All he wants is to expose people's so-called true faces. That he would use the cocoon for such a petty cause. Unthinkable. Let's return to Kagane for the time being. What's his name? I don't want to have to keep saying insidious individual. Toka. Damn it all. I can't believe a bastard like that. Ah, forgive me. I find myself more disgusted with that villain each time we see him. And to think all of this is driven by small-minded spite. From what I could gauge, he didn't fly towards Kagane during his escape. I believe he seeks a new settlement to terrorize. Now that the Confederacy and I are acquainted, I'll see if they can't help me sniff out his roost. No doubt where there's smoke, he'll be there, stoking the fire. And I suppose I'll use this period to tend to my bow. Next time my arrow will fly true. Yeah, sure it will. Who's who? Itoka appears to have found a new lead. Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, it's too loud. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy, and they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently, a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. The impostor then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly, our quarry now nests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? A town in Yangsha called Namai, you say? That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Evray. Then without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity. Namai. Miyake. Have there been any quarrels of late? Why, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel you're speaking of? And what sort of quarrels were you inquiring about? Yeah. Shinden. Trouble? None that I can think of. For a blessing, all has been peaceful. 'Tis all we can do to hold on to peace while it lasts. Yeah, this town went through the shit with, what's her name? Yatsui? Crazy bitch. Ochimi. By the Kami's grace, our quaint village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I am told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Nagsha, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. Lord Hien is no warmonger. We are fortunate indeed that Lady Yugiri was there to thwart the impostor's efforts before they could gain momentum. Speed. Doka. None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? Then it seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone? Considerate farmer. Huh? What are you doing here? Hello? Itoka, a friend of yours? Considerate farmer. Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just a few moments ago. Remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. Oh no, someone's impersonating me. Considered farmer. Good grief, lad, you're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow the descending paths leading north out of the village until you see a small pond. Then simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Itoka, could he have impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Itoka, much obliged, sir. Peace. Oh no, he's gonna have my abilities if they're to his ken. Follow this song. Hey, Fukata. Abandoning my post, I'll have you know I'm more than capable of keeping watch and fishing at the same time. I hear that, man. Itoka, just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. Aw. Where's Subaru? False. Ever a question mark. My friends. It's come to my attention that the Khan of the Azim Steppes' mighty Oronir tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. We must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There is only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this crisis be averted. Eh? They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. Kaidate. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive his instruction before acting. Evray? That would be playing right into the Oronir's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Oronir spy. There can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere, weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. Kaidate. So the impersonation of Lord Hien was but a part of the Oronir's grand scheme? But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Evray. Something isn't right. Evray. Because I am desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please, lend me your strength. Hey, there's Subaru. Our honored friend Evray risked life and limb to see Doma free. Yet you address him with suspicion and doubt. If he says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. Kaidate. It is true that he has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Evray once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. No, you fools. I was going to point at us and be like, look, there's another clone, get him. Kaidate. What is the meaning of this? Evray? It's the infernal Oronir spy. Quickly, kill him before he can escape. I am no spy. You sound nothing like me. Yeah, because I never talk. Toka, your charade ends here. Seasoned ninja. It's you. You know him? Insidious individual. Such persistent vermin. Shoot him. Here we go. What's the excuse this time? You're not getting away this time. Fish. Bluetooth interference? Are you truly the foremost hunter of your village? The problem appears to be your aim, not the bow. Damn. Backhanded insult or direct insult? Tough decision to make. I like a forward approach. The problem appears to be your aim, not the bow. Insidious individual. Ha! Pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes. Itoka. She was fearsome, that one. Right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. You're a mimic. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another won't erase the blame you bear for everything that's happened. And he changed back into human just to do that. Itoka, I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation. Subaru. Kaidate. To think he can transform into anyone. A truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Hien to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. Subaru. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. Have a shave, mate. Seasoned ninja. Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I'd recognize his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samidare, a childhood friend. Itoka. Know him? Please, you must tell us everything. Seasoned ninja. I have known Samidare nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty magitech with nimble jutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice and guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samidare was conscripted to their army and forced to become an imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samidare has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last. But he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery. And I'll prove it here, in dear, dear Doma. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another, did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samidare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliolal and have enclosed your tickets within. Toka. Exceptional talent? Exceptional egos, more like. This Passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samidare, who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tural, Samidare's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. Seasoned ninja. I am afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the Passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samidare attempted to incite a war between Doma and the Azim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please, be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. Hitoka. Attempting to find Samidare now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky, or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Kugane. I'll reveal everything to you there. I promise. Yeah, sure you will. Just like you promised you wouldn't miss that last shot, huh? Subaru. There you are. Where you always are. Evere, honored friend of Doma. How may I be of service to you this day? Oh, no flavor text. Alright, I get it. What about this guy? Kaidate. Master Gosetsu will not return to find us soft and sagging. Oh no. Constant training and iron discipline for these warriors. Yeah, no flavor text. Alright, fair enough. Gosetsu. Itoka, I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samidare said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Itoka. I'm Quiki? Man. Quiki. I'm Quiki. I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. It's not that bad. You're pretty close. Oops. Yet, most shameful of all is that it's my fault the Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Normally, it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Itoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many. Not all we share its bounty with are friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. Getting tired. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once, I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. So I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Itoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached to nurse his wounds. Yet, the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace, she forgave me. But I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief, all the way to Kugane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka? As our most exceptional hunter, it came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would, until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her. So I lied. Like Samidare said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter. But my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I am so sorry for lying to you, Evere. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. Thank you for telling me the truth. Of course I'll help. I had my suspicions, But I also had faith in you, and it's been rewarded. How could I say no? Yeah, she was a little bit sussy. In the beginning, she was like, yes, it's me, question mark? And she was named Itoka-esque individual. Faith in you has been rewarded? Nah, thank you for telling me the truth. Of course I'll help. Koiki. Thank you. I know with you at my side, I can keep my promise to Itoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. That was a long quest chain. Cornered prey. Quickie's brow is furrowed in uncharacteristic unease. Quickie. Evray, I'm so relieved to see you. I thought you might resent me for lying to you, that you might refuse to lend me your help again. I'd certainly be hard-pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you. Though I'm ashamed to admit it. When I first arrived here, I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by a talking catfish. Yeah, that's Gyozo. I'd been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker, so I could secure room and board, you see, when the catfish approached me, claiming it'd buy the necklace for a fair price, offered me a handful of coins that glittered like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Itoka appeared. In mere moments, she discerned that the catfish's currency was counterfeit, and ended the transaction then and there. She dragged me to the markets afterwards and pawned her own necklace to secure lodgings for the both of us. From the moment she arrived, Itoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is, I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive, and I'm just really glad to have you by my side. Hello. Seasoned ninja. It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings. Quickie. We spoke with you at the House of the Fierce. What brings you all this way? Seasoned ninja. I was able to make contact with Samidare. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most eagerly and bade me meet him in secret. This is kind of sus, TBH. But would Samidare know that this guy told us his name is Samidare? Alright, meet him in secret, okay. Wiki. Wait. Really? Did he say where? Seasoned ninja. Aye. Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of the power he wields, I thought it best to seek help. And so I come here to beg your aid, Evray. Your strength and valor are unequaled, and we cannot apprehend Samidare without you. Quickie. We may never get another chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose. Seasoned ninja. Wait. Forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress. but I fear we would only be a hindrance to Evray when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff and meet his after the villain is subdued. Quickie. Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract him, Evray can focus wholeheartedly on the battle. Sorry, would you mind going it alone? We'll be there as soon as we can. This is getting pretty sus. Damn. Well played, Samidare. Hell's Lid. Oops. So I kind of stand around here for like a minute, like an idiot, staring into nothing and waiting for no one. Probably. You see no sign of Samidare. Perhaps his lair is further ahead. Perhaps Samidare has kidnapped Quickie. Right in front of my very own eyes. You still see no sign of Samidare, but feel an unsettling presence. An ambush. Alright, how do I play monk? Wrong button. What? Let's do this. And this. And this. Samidare is nowhere to be found. There is naught to do but await your companion's arrival. But will they come? Quickie. Hey, you alright? It came as soon as... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Samidare? You're Samidare. I was ambushed by a group of red Kojin. I was attacked, but not by Samidare. Quickie. What? So this was a trap? Man, this guy's playing 5D chess. Wait, over there. Eh? Wait, which one was I talking to? Thank goodness, I made it. Okay, so I was speaking to the clone. I thought so. Couldn't tell who bumped into who though, in that cinematic. Samidare. After all that time I spent in that old Kojin shell, convincing his underlings to attack you. My blade was mere ilms from the skin of your back. Alas. A meticulous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength and the failed huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm outmatched, and no common beast I might mimic can stand against you. I must contemplate your deaths with more care, more rigor. Look forward to our next meeting. Don't even try to shoot him. Quickie, forgive me. Needed to catch my breath. Samidare's friend was the villain himself. As soon as the skiff made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He's made me into a fool. Again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what was what, Itoko was already... I always wondered how a craven like Samidare was able to kill her. Our greatest hunter. And now I know. Typo! There's no 2 between able and kill. When Itoka felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me. I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you, too. We should return to Kugane. Samidare may have planted more than one trap for us here. Come on, man, it was sussy as soon as that seasoned ninja appeared in Kugane. Sus right from the start. Very sussy baka. Quickie, I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Samidare was in sight, I charged without thinking, which, in retrospect, was probably for the best. Had I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow, I might have missed, or worse yet, hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. It hardly needs saying, but remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I'll resume my efforts to gather information about Samidare's whereabouts. You'll be the first to know once I have a lead. Let's just stay together and hold hands. They can't fool us then. Imposter syndrome, jelly. Quickie seems to be on edge. Quickie. Good to see you, Evray. Or should I say, Samidare? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on Itoka's form, what creature did I hunt? Okay. You never told me? I mean, I don't remember her telling me that. Did she say she was hunting? She just said a great beast or something. She was finally able to kill a great beast. Nah, I don't think she ever told me. You never told me. She didn't specify. Trick question. Queeky. It's really you. Phew, what a relief. Indeed, I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Samidare is the only one who ever saw it. Sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he'd attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant after all, even though no news of his plots has reached me as of late. From here to Yangsha, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst. Not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. While Samidare can no longer act so brazenly, I'm afraid this means his trail's gone cold. We also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective. Oh no. No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing the cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage too great to ignore, which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me? Oh. Shirakashi. I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Kuiki. Deep in the forests of Tural, a land beyond the Great Sea, and far, far to the west of here. Shirakashi. Tural? I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. Wiki. I feared as much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I to return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. We've no choice but to give up on the remedy. I'm sorry. Now we're at the mercy of Samidare's cunning. Elderly customer. Hello there. Tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back? Me too, man. Shirakashi. Sir, this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Elderly customer. Oh yes, how could I forget? Ah, much better. Ha, sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirokashi. Wiki. Excuse me. Do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Oh wow, she's gonna become a good hunter now. Elderly customer. Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? Queaky. I've seen folk wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative. Like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own? Elderly customer. Yamabuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts. Will ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. Quickie. I'll look for him. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Quickie. I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. Not really, no. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in battle. But I've just come to realize there's hope yet. But let's not crowd this stall any longer. Care to join me over there? Ever since I was a child, I've had trouble seeing things from afar. Same. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. Pretty good for as blind as she is. I'm not fit to be a hunter. Never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fell to me. But I always yearned to do more. To be more. I've looked up to Itoka ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. So I begged her to teach me everything she knew, from the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet, despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life, I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. If I could just try them, mayhap my arrows would fire true. I could join you in battle, and maybe even strike down Samidare with my own arrow. We may have lost the remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. So I have to try on spectacles for myself. Yeah. Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki. Cute bunny girl gonna get glasses. Queaky. I wonder what procuring a pair of spectacles entails. It's not so bad. Help me, I'm blind. Yamabuki. Pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there'll be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourselves. All you need is the glossy shell of an azure hawksbill and a cluster of orulent quartz. Bring them here, and my affiliates can begin work immediately. Kuiki. Who knows what schemes Samidare might contrive should we let down our chase for weeks. Would you be willing to lend me a hand with procuring the materials? If we split up, we should be able to gather them in the blink of an eye. Yamabuki. Quite the eager pair, I see. In that case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the blue Kojin for a carapace of splendid quality. Koiki. Ah, I visited Tamamizu during my investigations in the Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell. Yamabuki. That leaves you with the Orient Quartz. Pray look for a cavern near Shoal Rock in the Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glittering gravel to lure a shoal Iwamushi from its lair within and retrieve a cluster from its shell. Okay. Quickie, let's meet back here when we're finished. Yeah. Yamabuki, remember, you will find the creature hiding in its lair within a cavern near Shoal Rock. You must sprinkle glittering gravel to draw it out, and then vanquish it to procure the Orient Quartz. Alright, so amazing. Ah, Onokoro. You know. Crick. Whoa, look how close I was to leveling. Wait, is this the quest that gives... Does this still give EXP? Oh, it does. Whoa, like a whole mil more than I need. Sag. Oh well. I thought I calculated it perfect, but I was off by like one whole quest. Wait. There we go. Glittering gravel. Shoal Iwamushi are reportedly attracted to anything that glitters, including this gravel. Now we lay in wait. We lie in wait. Now we thunderclap. Yeah! I'll just eat it. A Voyager. Yamabuki. Ah, you're the first to return. I trust you have the quartz in hand? Orient Quartz. This cluster of quartz possesses a light golden hue. Here you are. Yamabuki. Excellent. This will make for a fine pair of lenses. Now we need only wait for your friend. Koiki. I'm back. Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the Kojin of the Blue as planned, but soon learned that hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I was able to wear them down though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the Red Kojin who'd invaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Evere's book and folded him up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating. But so did they. I may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shell as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. Yamabuki, indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight, and then they can get to work. Come into my store. Ow. Koiki. This is incredible. Everything is so vivid. It's raining. Oh yeah. Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. Come, Ebre. I want to fire some test shots at the sign over there. Yamabuki. Hold on. That seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the Sekisegumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. Quiki. Of course. Thank you for going to the trouble. Headshot. You got this, Quickie. Oh yeah. Nice. Couldn't be more in the middle. Oh, a little off, but pretty damn good, man. Still in the yellow. The yellow, Habibi. So far away. Even further away. You got this. Whoa. Yay. Wiki, I did it. I really did it. After all these years, my aim is true. When we find Samidare, he won't know what hit him. Wiki. I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Samidare's trail, we stop him for good. When that moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together, we'll retrieve the cocoon and return it to my village. Nice. Nice. Yay, back to Dragoon. A hunter true. Quickie is eager to discuss new developments with you. Your timing could not have been more impeccable, Ray. A person claiming to be an acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word. About Samidare, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so give me just a moment and I'll bring them here. Come on, you giddy. Aw. Serena, you look well, Avery. Forgive me for eschewing pleasantries, but there is an urgent matter I wish to discuss. When we first met in Reunion, what did you purchase at the market? I don't freaking remember. How am I supposed to judge if I don't remember? What did we eat the night before our trial in Bardam's Metal? Which one do I want to know the answer to more? She was trying to buy something, yeah. Yeah, when we first met. What did you purchase at the market? Some skins or something? Serena. Kinsai, as I recall. I had insufficient funds to purchase it myself, so you helped me gather a whisper root to trade for it instead. Yay. It would seem you, too, have grown wary of impostors. Then we can proceed straight into the heart of the matter. You appeared in Mol Ilo a few days ago, claiming he had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the Azim Steppe. For a blessing, we'd already received the word from a Dolmen envoy that an agitator was mimicking others and saw the ruse for what it was. Unfortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the impostor transformed into a sheep and disappeared among the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Doma of the incident, I was told you have been using Kugane as a base to track down the perpetrator, and thought it best I apprise you of this happening. Kuiki, Samidare. He won't relent. His schemes won't end until we make them end. Serena. You may discover a clue as to his whereabouts in Reunion. If anyone in the steppe has seen him, that is where they will be. Now I must alert the other tribes to this threat. May the winds speed your way. My old friend. Quickie. Off to the Azim Steppe then. With any luck, someone in Reunion will have insight to offer. Reunion. 100, 100, 100. Botokui. Someone stirring up trouble? A quarrel among the tribes is as common as the rising sun. Not a day goes by without it. Now, if you will excuse me, I have goods to sell. Kindly continue your inquiries elsewhere. Stories of quarrels in this land are as common as grazing sheep. Perhaps someone else can help you. Zuvd. Help me, Zuvd. Conflict is forbidden in Reunion. This is known. As for my tribe, all is at peace. I heard a rumor of interest, however. It seems Magnai of the Oranir has been behaving strangely of late. Perhaps that is related to the matter you are investigating. Consider looking into the rumors about Magni. You may find what you're looking for at the end of that trail. Thank you, very helpful. Magni of the Rising Sun. Yes, we. Conflict? Naught besides the normal quarrels between tribes. Certainly no disputes on the scale you speak of. But I have heard rumors that Magni has been sneaking out from the Dawn Throne. Where could he be going? And to do what, I wonder? What could Magni be up to, I wonder? Ah, she was here and I didn't see her. Queeky. Were you able to learn anything of interest? Magni. I've also heard the rumors pertaining to this Magni. One person even stated they saw him headed towards a place called Bardam's Metal not long ago. Mayhap his is the form Samidare has chosen to take on. Whatever the case may be, we'll find the answer at Bardam's Metal. We can't allow Samidare's depravities to go on any longer. Steel yourself, for when next we face him, we're putting an end to all of this. Quickie. Good, you're ready. Once the battle begins, there's no telling which form Samidare might take. An imminent warrior, a fearsome beast, or worse. He's also shown more scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he has thoroughly studied its strengths and will use them to full effect. Yet I am not the feeble hunter I was before. Together with your martial might and my exacting eye, we will defeat him. At long last, Itoka shall have her vengeance, and my village shall see the cocoon returned. Let's get it. Ooh. She's blushing. Sadu, my beautiful bright sun, I would bask in your warmth till my flesh returns to the earth. Magni, has the feral dog gone rabid? You speak these honeyed words to lure me into your cot, only to slip my throat as I sleep. Sadu, hush, fool. I am your Nama. Though we've had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet only now that I am forced to wed do I realize this. Despite my shame, I wish to confess my feelings before it's too late. Magni, wed? A Datharli beast like you? To whom? To what? Sadu, kin of Doma. By becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of the Dathar to claim dominion over the steppe. Magni, The Doman knows no shame. Very well. I will consider your proposal. Far-fetched though it may be, I cannot overlook the possibility that you are my Nama. But first, we must gather our warriors. The Doman's impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma, come morrow's dawn. That's not Sadu. That is not your moon. That's not Sadu. Magnai, you! What are you doing here? Sadu, is it not obvious? They are spies of Doma, come to quash any thoughts of resistance. You must kill them, quickly. Magnai, but he is the Kagan. Whoa! That's actually like something Sadu would do. Samidare, you two are quite the persistent pair. I had hoped to strike at your backs from the shadows, but now you've forced my hand. I will select from my repertoire the greatest warriors I have witnessed, and use their strength to give you the death you so crave. Unbound Silver-tongued Samidare. Oops. Beginning with her. I knew it. Queek, how dare you? When my arrow pierces your breast, Toka will finally know peace. Into it. Oh, cool. Ooh, she's changing forms. Thank you. No! Knew it. Thoroughly bad. Man, all Magna did was home gang. You bitch, you ruined my... Oh. Come on. Ruined my burst. Oh shit. Me? Whoa! Oh shit. Easy clap. Now shoot him with an arrow. No. Time to redeem herself. She. Easy clap. Shoot him right in the butthole. In the wing. Ouch. Nice shot. Oof. He did. Hey, he's still alive? Come on. Nice. Kuiki, Itoka. It's finally done. Magni, what am I doing here? I feel as though I've just woken from the strangest dream. Timid swordsman. Well, you see. Daring warrior. This cowardly cur assaulted you from behind, and knocked you unconscious. Magni, you have shown the sun disgrace this day. You will feel his scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of his radiance. In the shadows will you scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. Damn, he's fuming, man. He's got steam coming off of him. Whoa. Yep, up. Kuiki. Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserves to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've honored Itoka's memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude, Evray. I can finally go home. But my community awaits our foremost hunter's triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village disgrace arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see. But you can see. Your eyes are fixed. And you're a good hunter. Can't believe we didn't give her any consoling words. Our journey to reclaim the Dreamweave cocoon has come to an end, at long last. Would that I could return home in high spirits. As I recall, you said Shashepya is the one who requested your help, yes? Let us make the journey back to Tuliolal and report to her all that has happened. Tuliolal. Shashepya, you're back. Were you able to retrieve the Dreamweave cocoon? Toka isn't with you? I killed her. You can do it. Shashepya. Kuiki? Thank goodness you're alive. May her soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. Can't believe Itoka is gone. Kuiki. Yes. Our village's greatest hunter is lost to us, while its greatest failure survives. Here, Take the cocoon back where it belongs. Home. I have no right to return. Shishepia, don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are our dear sister. You can always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were. So when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your life. For 3 days and 3 nights we scoured land and water to find you. Aw. Yet look at you now, Quickie. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon too. I'm sure that Itoka's spirit, hunting in the forests above, is smiling down at you with pride. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all. Isn't that right? Quickie. Thank you, Shishepia. Shishepia, it's settled. You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. Yay. And it would be remiss of me not to thank you properly, Everett, for assisting Quickie in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. You have my heartfelt gratitude. Quickie, I was little more than a liar and a hypocrite when we first met. But during our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, you and I could become a hunter worthy of following in Itoka's footsteps. I'm truly grateful to you for helping me to see that. Farewell for now, Everett. I hope that one day, our paths may cross again. The spectacle pose. Bye-bye, friend. All my friends leave me. No. Aw. None of the other people have done a second wave. Yay. That marks 3 out of 5. 2 more to go. Up next, physical ranged DPS. GG.